Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Jasmine Chiswell and today's video is something pretty exciting. So let's get into it. Okay, so I will be joined by Maverick, who is my husband. He's sitting next to me, but he has to shave his face first, that's what he said. So we're gonna wait till he comes here. But obviously you guys know what the title is, and we got asked this question a lot. So we thought that we would jump on and we'd make a video about it and chat to you guys and give our honest thoughts and things like that. So let's do it. Why did I laugh at that? I kind of sound like Santa. So see you in a sec. Okay, so we found Maverick, even though it took me like a day. No, we just filmed the next day. And I've been eating lots of Maltesers. I actually found a really big one in here. They're tasty. So basically, as you guys have gathered, the title of this video is really what we're going to be talking about. So it's about, well, are Maverick and I, well, are we thinking of having kids at any point? And I know for me, I've always wanted to have kids. It's been something that I've always wanted, and I feel that it's something that I really want in my life. I've always been so excited about it, and so for me, even though I know online maybe people think that I seem like really old, but I'm not that old, you guys.
Your hair is old.
I know, I'm like old-fashioned, but
Sorry.
I'm not actually that old. And for me, like, I just wanted to have kids when I feel that I'm 100% ready, that I can give them everything that I want to be able to give them. So for me, like, it's getting close to where I'm feeling like, okay, we can definitely start having that major talk.
Yeah, just to be clear, she wants to have kids when she's like 45, so she's almost there.
No. Close, no.
Close? Not even close. Some kids are gonna think it because they're gonna see. I should have said 60 to make it more obvious, but you know, they might believe that too.
I'm not old, you guys.
No. Dude, they know your age, though.
Yeah, I think
so. They can just go Google it on the internet. You can find it.
Oh my goodness.
It's like you could always plan and say, I have to be ready for this, I have to be ready for that. And it's like you so often, we all think, or people that want kids at least, they think, okay, you gotta be ready, you gotta be ready, you gotta be ready. And it's true, we both want to be as prepared as we possibly can, so we want to get as close to that right moment. But there's never really going to be that right moment, because you could always pick and go, okay, well, I don't have this and I don't have this. So at some point you just go, you're gonna work with the situation you have, because if you do want to have a family, you might not, some people might not have the kids when they want, and then they get the kids and then they're so happy because that's the way it is. For us, it's like we want kids, but it doesn't really matter if it happens now or if it happens in a year. So we don't really, it's like we're prepared for it. And I think that's something that happens when you get to a certain age where it's like, you know, you want kids. So yeah, I don't think it's like we're at the moment where we're like, okay, yes, we're gonna have kids tomorrow, like we're planning. But if it did happen, we'd be really happy and it'd be great. So I know we're the type of people that are like, oh, we have to have this, we have to have this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. But like, that's not always the realistic thing. Because then if that's the case, then people like Jasmine and I will have kids at 70 years old, and then that's just not right to do to them. No. So realistically, like, we do want kids, and we'd be happy if it happened tomorrow, and we'd also be happy if it happened in a year. I only say a year because I feel like we want to try and get it done at least. Get it done. We gotta get it done. I gotta handle my business. We gotta get at least within like a year and a half, 2 years at the very latest. At the very latest, yeah. So we would sooner than later is realistically what we're saying. At least what I'm saying. Maybe Jasmine doesn't want kids for 4 years. She wants them I don't know, but we've talked about it.
We spoke about it, and for me, I definitely feel that I'm definitely feeling ready to at least have the conversation, and we spoke at least in a year and a half that we can maybe start trying and just see where it goes. I know for me, I think that gives us a lot of time to then make sure that if we are going to plan on that happening, then we can at least, make sure.
But we might change our minds. We could post this video and then like a week later and go, oh, let's just do it tomorrow. So
it's true.
It really doesn't matter. I feel like what really matters is that when you decide at some point in your life that you want to do it and you're truly committed to that idea. I think that's really all that matters. Yeah. So that could be from, like, that's it. Like we want kids. We've decided we want kids. So like I've said 100 times, if it happens tomorrow, that's awesome. It's not like that's our goal in mind right now, but we'd be happy and we'd be more than prepared. But
yeah, I think it's one of those things where I don't know if you can ever really be prepared. Like even if you had everything, so you have everything set up, everything ready, everything. It's like you've never just had a baby to take care of, like at what other points in your life.
What?
I know, like a baby. I love Baba. No, like for me, I know in like, I don't know if this is a thing, but that you get given like a bag of flour, or you get given like a baked baby, like a robot or something like that, and you have to take
a robot.
I don't know, but you have to take care of them.
Oh yeah, like home.
True?
They used to do it. I'm such an old man. They used to do it when I was in high school, which was back in the old 2000s. 2005 was my last year, but anyways, that doesn't matter. They used to do a thing called home ec, where you would like take like a bean sack or something, and then it would look like a baby, and you'd fill it up and you'd carry this baby around. So it was to teach you how to take care of like a child, which I don't think that has any really resemblance to taking care of a child, besides like maybe the weight of the baby, and you have to hold this baby around. But yeah, we do that. But I don't know, maybe they have robots now. I don't know.
Maybe they don't do it
sounds more
anymore.
exciting. We had a sack of wheat or something. It was definitely not the same.
We didn't get anything like that. So I think like, well, my school I went to, it was like, even though I don't know, it was just like so old fashioned. We didn't really get to do even any cooking, even drama. We didn't get to do anything.
You didn't do cooking?
No. All we had to learn Latin, so we had to speak Latin and things. So it was very bizarre. No, like I think for me it happens when it happens. Like before, when I was younger, I was always scared of it happening, and I think now I'm just like not as scared anymore, and like I want it to happen whenever it may be, and yeah, like I don't feel any pressure or anything like that. It's not that I feel pressured by any means to have a family or anything.
I'm forcing her. No. You better have these children.
Honestly, I've always just wanted to have kids, and I've always been excited about it, so I'm excited about it happening at some point. So yeah, that's really our answer to the question. Yeah. So I hope that it resolves some things that you guys might have wanted to know, because I know I get asked it. It's pretty much like in every video that I post on my TikTok. I always get asked if I have kids, and we don't have any kids. We just have 4 dogs.
4 dogs. Yeah. They're probably. I hear from all my friends that are parents. They say that dogs actually are harder. So that's like a relief, because we have 4 dogs, and I'm like, I can't. So in some ways, it's because the thing about dogs is that they kind of just always stay babies. Like they stay like little babies, and then they sometimes don't always learn as well. And so kids are hard in the beginning, and they're a lot harder, but then once they learn, they get easier when you're young. And it depends on the age that you are. But when you're, what is that?
I'm sorry, but this Malteser looks like really weird.
It's not a Malteser. She got out of the toilet. She got out of the toilet. I took a little nugget shit earlier.
I can't eat this anymore.
Okay, I will. I'll eat it. It's my own. It's not shit, please. We're not that crazy. We might look weird, but it's just a chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
I think there's also a topic that I know that a lot of people have when they're younger. It's like, I speak from my personal experience. When I was really young, let's say, I'll just be generous and say like 18 years old. When I was 18 years old, I think the thought of having a kid was a nightmare for me. And it's funny because it's like, and some people maybe aren't like that. Some people 17, 18, they're like, okay, I'm fine. And I could give credit to anyone who's able to be like, okay, I can do this then, you know, because obviously back in like the 1700s, they were doing that left, right, and center. They're like, well, I'll have a kid at 15 years old and take care of it. But then they die at like my age. So different time. They have to grow up faster and they die much faster. But for me, like at 18 years old, I was so scared. I was like, I'll never have a kid. I mean, not I'll never have a kid. I always wanted a kid, but I was like, I could never have a kid right now. Like it'd be a nightmare. Like how can I take care of it? Because you know, I'm still young in myself, and I don't feel that I'm even able to take care of myself the way I want to. So that thing is like, is always a big fear to a lot of young people. But you know, I don't know what the hell the point of that is. I just know at some point it's crazy that you're there and you're scared, and then all of a sudden one day it's like a flip of a switch, and you're like, yeah, I can do it. It's literally just one day. It's like I wouldn't even say it feels like a progressive moment. Like, yeah, maybe you slowly start to get there without realizing it, but one day you realize that you're like, if it happens, no big deal. Yeah. It's going to be a good time. You'll figure it out. It'll be hard, but...
Yeah, and I think even no matter how old that you are, that you have a kid, you always figure it out. I've spoken to a lot of my friends. Some of my friends have had kids when they were in high school, and they always say like they would never regret it, and it's always something that they're happy that it happened. Whenever you feel ready, you should. Like, I don't think that you should wait unless you're ready, unless you don't want to wait. I don't think that you should just have a kid whenever. And I think if you even don't want to have kids, I think that's amazing too. Like, you know, like you should live the life that you want to live, because you do only live one time, and you should live it the way that you want to always dream of living it. So I think that that's important too. Like, even though we're saying that we want to have a family and we want to have kids, and obviously I've waited until I feel like it's the right time for me, and I just feel that it doesn't matter how old you are. I don't think there is, as I said before, like a perfect age to have a kid. I think it's whenever you're ready, and I think that you should never feel pressured into having a family if you don't want one. I definitely think that that's the case.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I agree with that statement too.
So you guys, I'm going to go because I'm actually going to go and dye my hair because my roots are coming in, and I have to film some TikToks, and I have a challenge coming up this week which I'm nervous about, where I'm going to be dressing modern for a whole week to see how I get on. So if you guys want to follow me on that journey, then check me on TikTok at Jasmine Chiswell, and I will be doing a YouTube video about it as well, so stay tuned for that, and have an amazing rest of your day, you guys.
Look at him!
Oh, I love Timmy. Okay, you guys.
Bye.